All right, live there. Okay. All right, guys, welcome to another night. And mine is Jusek. I'm very much so missing my little guy. But that's okay. We're going to go through this and we're going to get everything done. We're probably going to play a game tonight to help us get through the things that we need to get through for Anti-Procrastination Day. And we're going to talk about pre-printed planners today. So we're going to start with the pre-printed planners. All right. There are thousands of pre-printed planners. And sometimes finding the one that you need and that fits you can be very hard. My biggest problem that I found is a whole bunch of extra stuff that I don't need and some stuff that I need that they didn't give me any room for. A lot of the ones that I saw, Saturday and Sunday would be lumped into the same size boxes Monday through Friday. That doesn't work for me. Okay? Saturday and Sunday needs to be the same size, if not even a little bit bigger. Especially when I was working outside the home, because that was when a majority of my stuff got done. So, yeah, Saturday, Sunday little box, I can't do that. Hello. Good evening, Andrea. Okay. Procrastinating matching explanation of benefits and multiple insurance as well. Hi, Brooke. Yeah. My one key for doing that, is to do it in very, very, very small chunks, because that is going to wear your brain and your patience down fast. I mean, I usually say 5 minutes. Sometimes you can go one sheet of paper or 2 sheets of paper and you're going to be on it for like 20 minutes. But I would definitely set your goal for what you want to do with those doctor bills. Like today, I want to get through 2 of them and then get through those 2 and then go to something else, because working on paperwork so long is going to suck everything out of you. That's why I usually say no more than 5 minutes worth of paperwork. So that's what I say for that. Does that help, Andrea? I really, really, really don't want to slaughter how to say your name, sir. So I'm just going to say hi and wave back. Okay. I've heard a lot of good things about the Franklin Covington planner. There's a lot of different ones that I've heard good things about. None of them have worked for me. Oh boy. 2 accounts, don't pay until everything goes through both. Okay. But now that reprieve is gone and now you got to take care of all of it, right? How long do you have to take care of that? Because that's also going to tell me if you've only got like 2 weeks, then you're going to have to kind of push through it. All right. I can definitely take that thought. That is just Crystal Light, dear. That is all I drink. That or water. It is Fruit Punch Crystal Light. So that's how I also get my water in without having to just drink water. So, the whole reason I couldn't find, I mean, I would look at planners and then the meal section would be like 2 lines. Okay. Well, then you've got more information, Andrea, than most of us. So, honestly, I would say set your goal. I mean, if you're having one of those days, then maybe it's one bill. Or one explanation of benefits, and that's it, and then move on to something else. So that is what I would have to say. And give yourself a pamper afterwards. I get this done, I can have this. That's my other thing, because we will tend to do something that we don't want to do if we can get something that we want afterward. That is what I found. So I hope that helps. I mean, because that's when we procrastinate. No, I have not started drinking yet, even though, yeah, chocolate. Even though Giuseppe's gone. If we procrastinate because we don't want to do something. Whatever it is, it doesn't even have to be paperwork. We can procrastinate with folding the laundry. We can procrastinate with anything. And the reason why we procrastinate on it is because, number one, we can. And number two, because we don't want to do it. So, you got to give yourself a reason besides it's got to get done. Because I can tell you it's got to get done from now until eternity. And unless there's a reason for me to do it, it ain't going to get done. So that's a couple hints, pointers. Look at my whiteboard. The magnets came off. I got to retape them. Yep. The timer for 5 minutes, definitely when it comes to paperwork. I don't know how much a game will work with paperwork, but a timer will definitely work. Okay. Yes, we are doing a game tonight. I still don't know which one. I understand that, Brooke. We all get tired of trying to trick ourselves. And the reason we have to keep tricking ourselves is because our brain hasn't been conditioned to do it yet. You can end up being and when you get them done and you don't need them anymore, they can go right into the fire pit. You can end up being a drill instructor with yourself and say, you have to do this no matter what. This needs to get done. That's why I have my couple non-negotiables for each room, for things that need to get done. No matter what happens, those things have to get done. There's no, okay, maybe if we were in the middle of the apocalypse, I wouldn't have to get them done. But other than that, there is no excuse to not get them done. And I don't like half of them. I hate doing dishes. I hate it. I absolutely despise doing the bathroom. I have hated doing the bathroom since I was a kid because that's what I had to do. But it's got to get done. No matter what, it has to get done. So I tell myself, this is what I'm going to get done. And I don't make it big. I don't make it a lot. Each room has tops 3 that have to get done. And other than that, too bad. So that's not even a matter of tricking myself. That's just saying, you're not going to bed till this is done. So pull up your big girl panties and get it done. You know, stop watching Harry Potter, which is actually playing right now. Stop watching Harry Potter and go grab your duster and dust, which is actually what I did before I came on. You know, stop watching Harry Potter and get the dishes done. Stop reading Harry Potter and go swish and swipe. I do too. I love Harry Potter. Order of the Phoenix was just on. Goblet of Fire was on. Order of Phoenix was just on, and now Fantastic Beasts is on after it on it's either Sci-Fi or TNT, which is wonderful for a mama's night because I don't even have to look for a movie to watch. Boom! I got my Harry Potter. So, and okay, here's a thing, Brooke. I absolutely despise, well, maybe despise is bad, but going through and typing up, bummer. We're in the process of possibly getting a storm, so that might be why. I had to do my month's worth of emails, my month's worth of Facebook posts, which includes the sessions of the day, the missions, missions, the zones for the entire month. I put on Harry Potter and I did it. Now, I still need to work on my calendar for next month. And my plan is to do that after this. I really don't know if my eyes are going to last, but I got the stuff that I needed to get done. So that's where I'm at with that. Because, I mean, those are things that I just don't want to do. So I lump them all together and I do it all at once. That's how I handle it, because then I just get one big thing of yucky out. So, and the reason why I can't print out my planner is because I'm changing it again. Because before I went to sleep last night, I came up with some ideas on how to improve my planner. So it's probably going to take me a good 2 hours to do that. So then I need to work on that. My eyes need to be good for it. So it's just, and as long as I get it done by the 28th, I'm happy. So I've got a week and a half to do it. But that's the reason why I actually made my planner, and it just took a little finagling on Google Docs to get it. Okay, a lot of finagling on Google Docs to get it. Because I couldn't find one that I really liked. You know, meal section, this big. Well, how am I supposed to write breakfast, lunch, and dinner in there? No section for groceries. Some of them didn't have things in a time frame, which I need. Or it had just a big white box. No, I like lines. So, I mean, I looked online. There was a Harry Potter one that I really wanted, but when I looked at it, I was like, I'm never going to use it. It does not have half of the stuff that I want. So I had to not get it. Because, I mean, this takes ink, and probably by the end of the year, my homemade one is probably more expensive than going out and buying one. But it is totally custom tailored to me. Absolutely everything that I need, down to my work stuff that I need to do. So that is why I went to printing mine. And like I said, it took a little while to figure it out. Where to line up the lines and stuff like that, and how to get the stuff lined up to print back to back, but it was way, way, way worth it. So, but if you can find one, go for it. If you want to go that route. Now, pros and cons. A pro, it's right in front of you. As long as you keep it right in front of you, keeping it at your hub where you're going to look at it. A con is definitely, if you don't fill it out, you're going to see how many days you didn't fill it out. So that's definitely a con when it comes to the printed planners. If it's got too much other stuff that you don't need, that is going to cause you to not even want to open up the planner. My planner here started off as my control journal, and it is literally the lifeblood of this house. It's got all the information from a control journal, plus my visions for each room of the home. Giusepp's total medical information is in there. The passwords are all in there. The layout for underneath the home is in there. So if I need a bin from underneath the home, I know exactly where I have to go look. What else is in here? My cleaning schedule. The phone book is in here. My recipes for cleaners are in here, and books and movies that I want to see are in here. So this has everything, which is why I like it. And honestly, it'd be really bad if I kept printing it out and I didn't like it. So, but every once in a while, you need to change things up. And that's when I went to the MDS for that little while. And basically, how I laid out that MDS is how I've transferred it over here, where I just needed to look at the day. Okay, today, I'm just doing this. Yesterday doesn't matter. Tomorrow doesn't matter. Just today. And sometimes I think that helps. Right, exactly. Sure. I'm going to go to, okay. Well, here is my weekly. I'm going to keep it back so I can try and keep people's privacy. I pencil in the date because I print it out a month at a time. And then it's got from 6 a.m. to I think 11 p.m. Yeah, 11 p.m. here. And then my daily just looks like that. That's all that it looks like. My monthly looks like that. All my sessions, like notes for last day of school, Father's Day, invoices, all that wonderful good stuff is in my monthly. And then I just started, I'll go back to that. I got to get to a current page with this part where my goals get written down here and everything that I clean on a daily basis goes up here. Then also for each week, I have my meal planner for the next week along with the groceries. This is everything that I need to do for work for the week, minus sessions. And hi, Mary, by the way. And then this has got, you know, did I do my makeup each day? Did I wash my face each day? Did I have me time? Brush teeth? The pamper missions. Did I do my hair each day? Did I exercise each day? So that basically is my planner. And then the other stuff is back here. The usernames and passwords, his medical information, the trailer layout, note paper, my visions for the home. So like going through and doing a detail clean. To where like a shelf is broken down, clear off shelf, wipe down shelf, declutter items on shelf, put back items on shelf, do bottom shelf, and then those same things. And then it's wipe down front of cabinet, wipe down side of cabinet. So, I mean, I went literally extremely detailed with that. You know, so if you can find a planner that works, use it. If you can't, but you've got an idea in your head of what you want it to be, there's one of two ways. Right? I keep 3 months in there at the same time, but I keep each month. But like 3 months of the dailies is in there at one time. But I keep the month sections for the whole year. So, okay, I'm confusing myself by the way I'm saying that. Okay, so I keep the month layout for every single month, but I only have 3 months of the actual dailies. The month behind the current month, so like right now, I have May in here, I have June in here, and I'm about to put July in here. And then when we hit July, May will go and August will get put in. So if you're great with Google Docs or Google Sheets or Microsoft Word or whatever program you want to use, you can go on there and you can create your own. It takes time. It takes dedication. Don't go down the rabbit hole with it. Set your timer. Or if you want, you can reach out to me and we'll work on it together. We'll, so those are one of two ways that it can be done. Or you just deal with it and you buy a planner that you don't want, or you just don't use the planner system. We've got the cards. We've got the whiteboard. Tomorrow we're going to start talking apps. There's the MDS system that I was doing. There's just the flight plans that I make, which is just 1 week at a time. Those are also getting a reboot. And then there's the apps, and then there's just a notebook, and there's so many different ways to do it. I like having a calendar, which is why I do my journal, because I like having that calendar. So, all right. One more item dealing with the journals and stuff today. I had one of you wonderful ladies, I want to say that it was Brandy. I like to write stuff down too. I remember it from 7th grade science, that if you write something down 3 times, you remember it. So, by the fact of, if it gets written down on my big calendar here, then it gets written down in my journal, and then it gets written down on my whiteboard, I should, in theory, remember it. So, plus, if the internet goes out, my digital phone that has all that wonderful information on it is now a wonderful paperweight. See? My 7th grade science teacher actually didn't tell us why until the end of the year. So, it's some science teachers, man. So, that is why I like analog. I know, but I miss my little angel. I miss him interrupting me constantly while I'm trying to do this. The house is so quiet. It's so unbelievably quiet. It's just crazy. I mean, it's crazy. So, I'm looking forward to him coming back tomorrow morning. That is for sure. I miss Joanna on Instagram. Oh. Yeah. It's amazing how we figure things out, huh? So, I wanted to talk about time blocking. For those of you who don't know, it's when you set one task or a couple tasks for a certain amount of hours in the day, to where you're not saying necessarily at 10:30, I'm going to swish and swipe. At 10:35, I'm going to go make the bed. At 10:40, so you're not doing that. You're saying between 10 and 11, I'm going to make the bed, get dressed, do shoes, swish and swipe. Well, honey, you know this is recorded. Go deal with him. If he's having a meltdown, that means he needs you for some reason. Okay? We've all been there. Heck, the other day I had to cut this short because Jacek was having a meltdown. So, I understand being a mom. I get it. And they don't care if we're doing something that we need to do. So, but that time blocking can work, because then you're scheduling yourself to do something, but you're not directly scheduling it under a time. So, Andrea, that might actually be a good concept for that wonderful paperwork that you don't want to do. You're going to do your 5 to 10 minutes worth of paperwork between 10 and 1. Just for an example of hours. So that gives you 3 hours in which to do it, but you're not saying that I have to sit down at 9:36 and do it, or 10:36 and do it. You're blocking it out. And then also in that time, you will do this and you will do that, You are more than welcome to do a bonfire after you go through it. Because you and I both know that part of adulting means we have to go through our medical bills. So you are more than welcome to do a bonfire when you're done and you've submitted everything. Throwing it all in the bonfire, that's a great way to get rid of a lot of stuff. But if you have to do it, that's not a healthy way to get rid of stuff. So, I still got to record videos for next week tonight too. Unless I wait for Friday and then just check as part of it. Oh, the time blocking. Yeah, because then you've scheduled it, but it's not like totally scheduled, if you know what I mean. But so I really like time blocking. I think it's a very good way to get things done. So that's time blocking, the paper journals, the MDS, which actually should have been on yesterday's because that's part of just the writing down. The flight plans. Yeah. That's everything dealing with printable stuff that you can buy and stuff that you print at home. So tomorrow we're going to talk apps. And I've already given you one big reason why I'm not a fan of them. If the internet goes down, I have now lost everything. So, or if you're somewhere where your data isn't working and you've got no signal, you've got nothing. Or if your phone dies, you've got nothing. They were doing a study of people to see if they knew phone numbers. And so many people now don't know phone numbers that they should know because all they do is they hit a little icon. Or if you lose your phone, another good one. Yes, you've got nothing. So my other big thing as to why I like paper, and I guess I'm kind of giving a spoiler for tomorrow, as opposed to phone. If my phone isn't on, I'm not going to get any updates. If I don't pick up my phone and turn to the certain app that I need to, I'm not going to see what's going on. By using a combination of my journal, the wall calendar, and my whiteboard, which is laying over on the counter over there, I know when something is coming up. So that's my pros for analog versus digital. But you will hear my pros for digital tomorrow. All right. So let's do a game to get stuff done, or we can run through the evening routine. What do you guys want to do? I'll let it be your guys' choice tonight. Yeah, and honestly, I don't know my eldest son's number either. But I do know that I can find it if the electricity goes out because it's written down in here. So I don't know my mom and dad's cell numbers, but to be fair, they never call me from them. So, you guys want a game, or do you just want me to run through the setup tonight? I will tell you, I'm giving myself a hard stop of 7:30. So, because I'm going to enjoy my kidless night. And then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to enjoy myself a butterbeer. Because I came up with a wonderful recipe on how to make one. And it basically goes along the same lines of, it's got just a little bit of alcohol in it that can make the house elves tipsy. So. All right. We've got, it's 7:05. Okay, honey, you have yourself a wonderful night. And if you need anything, let me know, Mary, okay? I'm here for you. Hi, Arnie. Okay. Let me grab this. I am fine. So we've got 25 minutes. We can get through 5 items. I'm sure we all have 5 things that we need to get done in our home. So I will let you all pick which ones you're going to do. And then I will run through the setup while you all are doing stuff, because all I have to do is put the tape back on there, wash my face, and get ready for bed. And I'm done, because I've done everything else, because Jessica isn't home. So here we go. 5 minutes. Well, yeah, that's what we do here. We get ready and clean the house. Keep it organized. That's what this channel is all about. All right. So while you guys, we just started doing roulette, but I'm letting you guys just pick your 5 items and you're getting 5 minutes each. And we've barely gone through 30 seconds while you were gone. So you still got 4 minutes on the first one. All right. So today's daily focus is to get your meal list set up, get your grocery list set up, go through the fridge, toss up those science experiments, make sure the fridge is nice and clean, make sure the pantry is organized and all the dated stuff is gone. Check underneath your sink. What cleaning supplies do you need? Bathroom, do you need toilet paper? Do you need toothpaste? Do you need shampoo? Do you need conditioner? Do you need hair dye? What do you need? Get it all on the list so that way then tomorrow for errand day, you can go run those errands and you know exactly what you have to do. Also, make sure that you balance the checkbook today, because you need to make sure that you have enough money to buy said groceries. Okay? All right. All right. So our self-care today. Did we get up and get dressed to shoes, hair, and face? There's no such thing as summer break in this house. My son does schoolwork all summer long. That way he doesn't get the brain melt. Did you eat all your meals, drink all your water, take all your meds? Water. When I finish that glass, I will have drank all my water for the day. So remember, 2 glasses in the morning, 2 glasses in the evening, 1 before each meal. And you're golden, just about. 15 minutes of loving movement for us. Yes, he is homeschooled. And then 60 for the kids. I know he got his movement. He was running around Discovery World today with Grandma and Grandpa. I went for a nice walk before it started to rain. So, and I think I was gone for about an hour. And that was my pamper before I had to sit down and do a month's worth of emails and stuff like that on the computer, which have caused my eyes to go, we're tired. Go back to Harry Potter. And get ready for bed. Wash face, brush teeth, floss, mouthwash. The whole works. Yoga. Yoda says good. Reading, whatever you need to do, and then go to bed at a decent hour to make sure you're getting those well needed at least 8 hours for some of us need 9, some of us can do 6. It all depends upon the person. You pick them. I don't pick them. I don't know what your home looks like. You pick them. Okay, weekly home blessing. Did those 8 minutes get done today? Dust, overthink, clean the smudges off the windows, vacuum, mop, take the trash out, do the filing, and change your sheets. One of those things should have gotten done today, taking 8 minutes to do it. Make your bed, preferably with nobody else in it, so that way it stays made. Because I don't want to have to do something twice. We got 17 minutes. All right. Laundry, 1 full cycle. Sort, wash, dry, fold, put away. All done. And put away does not mean, first 5 minutes are up. Time to do the next 5. Good job, Arnie. I'm glad your laundry's done. All right, here we go. Next 5. Remember, laundry is not done till it's put away. And put away does not mean on the couch, on the table, on the bed, or on the floor. So make sure we're finishing the task. Hot spots, 3 of them, 2 minutes each. Get those hot spots. If you don't know what hot spots are, they are where you lay something down and then the next time you turn around, there's like 30 things where you just laid the one thing. So work on those. My general hot spots are my freezer there, the coffee table, and the counter right here. So those are my hot spots. Room rescues, 3 of them, 5 minutes each. This is basically a pick up, put away for a room. Okay? For kids, make sure they do their 5 minutes in their bedroom. Make sure their bed is made and make sure all their chores are done. Planning, like we've been talking about all week, planning. Because honestly, without the planning, none of this stuff matters. Because if we can't find time to fit it in, it's not going to get done. I will be here until 7:30. My time. So it's 7:12 right now. I will be here till 7:30. What goals are you setting for yourself tomorrow? Okay. So I will be here till 8:30. What goals are you setting for yourself tomorrow? 3 of them. Tiny, tiny goals. Make a phone call. Do your hair, do your makeup, whatever you need to do. What is for dinner tomorrow night? We're probably going to have breakfast again because that's what we do. Because Juan's dinner is already made and in the fridge for tomorrow night. Any appointments that we have for tomorrow, I just have the live. And then Jessica, of course, will be coming home. Don't forget to set up the launch pad, your coffee pot, your teapot, your planner, your journal, your phone, your charger, making lunches, the lunch box, anything that you need in your launch pad, on your launch pad. Also make sure that you write your notes if you need it to look at your journal. I don't care if you write it in lipstick on the mirror, okay? or dry erase marker if you don't wear lipstick. For us and kids, make sure we lay out our clothes for tomorrow. It saves you about 20 minutes in the morning. And then, of course, kids need to do their launch pad as well. So our setup is now, oh, don't forget to shine your sink. I have to remember to add that on. But journal, me doing my calendar is going to happen tomorrow. So, what are y'all doing? I want to know what you're doing. What are you working on? One minute left on this task. And I'm letting you guys pick tonight because I did not give you forewarning to write out your 5 tasks. So, because I wasn't sure what game I wanted to do. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about the fun I was going to have tonight. So. "23 seconds. Yay! Way to go, Brooke. I'm proud of you. Way to go. All right. Task is done. Time for the next one. Excuse me. Okay. So, should we talk a little bit more about journals? How about I talk about why I feel planning is important? That makes sense, right? I mean, why do I feel it's so important that, you have some sort of organizing? I started at 6:30, Pamela. So I started almost an hour ago. Okay. The whole planning is, you need to know when stuff is happening, right? I mean, you really do. Because if you don't know when stuff is happening, you can easily double book and you can forget something. So that is one major reason. Number 2, if you like to send out cards, it's nice to know. I don't know why either. That's absolutely crazy, Pamela. Because I did look and I saw that the notification was up on my screen that it was going to be live at 6:30. So, but, if we don't plan out our day, that's when we lose track of our day. So often I hear from stay-at-home moms that I don't know how I don't get anything done. Well, the problem is that we look at it as we have all day. And if we have all day, then we're going to take all day. But we don't have all day. We have to be productive, and scheduling things helps us be productive. Now, like I've said earlier tonight, you don't have to schedule it to the minute. That's where time blocking comes in. Blocking out stuff where you're going to be busy. If you get into the whole color thing, then make, work is one color, including driving to and coming home, because that is part of work. If you Jacek and Juan, I make Juan, what color is he? I think I make him blue because that's his favorite color. Yeah. There's a blue line for when Juan's at work. So I know when he's at work. When Jacek has classes, there's a green line there because I know that means that Jacek is busy. When he was going through Rufus Sports, I blocked that out, including drive time, because I need to know when I can do things. And when I stopped thinking I have all day, I became productive. Because then it was, all right, I want to get this, and this done by 10. Then between 10 and 2, I want to get these things done. And then between 2 and 8, I want to get these things done. So we don't have all day. Remember, time is concrete, but yet it's abstract. Because the only reason that we tell time is because somebody sat down and figured out that a minute should be 60 seconds. There's 60 minutes in a day, or 60 minutes in an hour, and 24 hours in a day, 365 and a quarter days in a year. So, but that's only because we decided to do that. Had we have not, it would have been, okay, I have until the sun is up here, and then I have until the sun is down here. So, if we time for the next task. Okay, 5 minutes on the timer, going. See, you guys are going to get your 30 minutes of loving movement right here and now. When we decide, is this when he does Accio Niffler? Oh, he already did it. Bummer. I'll have to rewind it. Not like I don't own the movie or anything. And I own Niffler too. I want a real one. Okay. So, the more planned we are, the more organized we are, the more productive we are, because we know it's almost like our roadmap through the day. Now that's an idea for a calendar or a planning thing. I'm going to use Jacek's board because he's not here. Okay. So for those of you that are visual, right? And of course, I got to pick the one marker that is almost dead. Oh, you know what? Let's just get rid of that marker. Why are there like 3 red markers up here? Let's see if this one will work. Oh, yeah. That's right, Newt. Worrying means you suffer twice. That is where I got that, if anybody doesn't realize. Okay, for those people who are visual, this could easily work as a day planner. Okay? So this would be sleep and sleep. something like this, right? It's not spaced out very well. But where the flattened part is sleep and sleep because you're not doing anything. The stuff that you want high energy here and just waking up and getting settled and just getting ready to go to bed. That could work. Too bad I don't work with things like that. But maybe it'll work for Gisek. Oh, that's an idea. All right. So tomorrow we're going to talk about apps, reminders, and things like that. Friday, I'll give just a rundown on everything that we've talked about throughout the week, because while I know I haven't hit every single system, I've hit the systems that I have enough knowledge of to speak on. But like, it's going to keep reminding you until like you can prove that you've done it. That would be cool. That would be very cool. Especially like my reminder that goes off, do yoga, that I've been ignoring for like a year. I just swipe. A nagging app. There you go. All right. Here's the last task for the night. And then I'm going to go get ready for bed. But I'm not going to bed. I'm going to relax and have myself a butterbeer. Yeah, absolutely, this is totally off topic, but it absolutely baffles me that J.K. Rowling has not given her permission to a beer company, I don't even care if it's in England, to produce butterbeer, to where it is sold commercially. I mean, she could probably add, why am I frozen? She could probably add another 0 to her bank account. If she would commercially produce butterbeer. But sorry, I just had to get that off my chest. Sure did. You know, a nagging app. I mean, I'm not talking about creating an app because I couldn't do that. I'm not that technology savvy. And honestly, I have an 8-year-old that is my nagging app. Because if I tell him to remind me to do something at a certain time, he will continue to remind me to do it at whatever time it is. So he is my nagging app. But like, okay, my alarms and stuff on my phone, I can put them to any music thing that I want, right? And then I've also got a voice recorder app on my phone. So what if, ooh, I love Handmaid's Tale. But Harry Potter trumps all in my house. Oh, I guess live on Instagram is only an hour because it's telling me I only got 17 seconds. So I will just end it. And share. Okay. All right, that's done. Oh, my phone is also almost dead. All right, I gotta plug this in. I am unfortunately so far behind on Handmaid's Tale because I did not get introduced to it until a couple months ago. So I am still on the first season of Handmaid's Tale. I have read the book, but I have not. I'm like halfway through the season. There you go. I'm really enjoying it, but the book was absolutely phenomenal of The Handmaid's Tale. So I'm finding that there's a lot for the TV show to live up to. I don't know. Ask her, Andrea. Because, I mean, if all of a sudden I kept hearing, instead of just hearing beep, 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 right? Or some of them are the Harry Potter theme song. Some of them are the Fantastic Beasts theme song. Some of them are different spells going off. But if I heard as an alarm, yes, you have to read the book. The book is absolutely phenomenal. I was talking with a client about the book, and she said that she didn't like the TV show because it was too gory. And I'm like, this was before I had watched the TV show. And because I watch Walking Dead and stuff like that, my tolerance of gore is way up here. Okay. Maybe not a good thing, but it is. But in reading the book, I'm like, all right, that's the last task. Way to go, guys. I'm like, what gore? Because in the book, Margaret Atwood does not give you clear definitions of what happened. She will just say that they came back and they couldn't walk. She does not tell you what actually happened. See, and in this case, it's not. It lets your imagination fill it in, which is absolutely amazing. The book for me was just phenomenal. And the last final chapter of the book, I'm not going to tell you about it, but it is by far the best final chapter of a book that I have ever read. And it is done totally different than any other book I've ever read. And it was just absolutely amazing. You know, and obviously in the book, some things happen to certain people, and in the TV show, they happen to different people. So, but yeah, I need to get caught up on that. My problem is, well, number one, Harry Potter. Number two, reading. Number three is that I got into Scorpion right before Handmaid's Tale. And so I am one of those people that I want to finish watching something before I start watching something else. Wait, no, I think I started watching Handmaid's Tale, but I realized it was not a show that I could watch with Jacek. Whereas Scorpion, I can watch with Jacek. Because now he wants to be like the guys on Scorpion. And I'm sorry, but if you aspire to be a genius, I'm going to say go for it. You know, because it makes him want to dive into more books. Yes, it is. About Walter O'Brien and, well, loosely based on the life of Walter O'Brien. Yes. 194 or 197 IQ. Oh. Really? Really, Pamela? I would love to hear the spin on that. That's crazy. Yes. Yes. Walter's sister has MS. Matter of fact, her and Sly just got married on the last episode that I watched. So that way Walter would stop looking at her like a science project. Because obviously he doesn't want to see his sister die, but he was looking at it more like a science project instead of she doesn't like this. So, you know, I got to listen to what she wants. So, yeah, I think I'm going to wait, and I think I'm going to do videos when Giuseppe comes home. Because I like it when he interjects, and I like it when he talks to the kids and stuff like that. So, all right. With that, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I will be back tomorrow morning. Giuseppe will still not be home. But then again, he hasn't been up lately. Yes, he is. He hasn't been up lately for our morning lives, but he's definitely up for our evening lives. So, and he was talking to me today about really wanting to talk to the kids about getting rid of stuff that they don't need out of his room. Because, funny thing, Mom was right. Go figure. Oh, wow. That's cool. Yeah, I want to get on Instagram, but maybe I should do the Facebook as opposed to the Instagram. Yeah. Yay! That's amazing, Andrea. I don't like garage sales, but more power to you. Because I will keep wanting to add stuff to the garage sale, or the stuff for the garage sale would end up back in, and I would never have the garage sale because it could never be good enough for me. So, but more power to you if you can do it. Ah ha ha. Well, if she can earn money by doing it, more power to her. All right, guys, I'm going to go enjoy my couple hours of quiet, and I hope you all do too. The other reason I'm not recording tonight is I can tell I've been talking for over an hour. So, have a good one. Really? I keep wondering about like the YouTube TV and stuff like that. But I really don't want Giuseppe having to go on YouTube for anything right now. So we're going to stick with what we have. But maybe later. No, I can't get tired. I got to enjoy the evening. Oh, that's right. You're not on any other social media. I don't know if I want to go and do the live on Facebook or if I want to do the live, continue to do the live on Instagram. I don't know. I have to think about that. Good night, everybody. Have a great, great evening. I will see you all in 11 and a half hours. Bye.